This year at Beijing International Film Festival, Switzerland shines as the guest country of honor. With its rich cinematic tradition and exciting new project, the Swiss delegation is bringing new perspective to this global platform of cultural exchange. International figures such as Finnish jury member Timo Nikki recognize China's growing cinematic influence.
I had a film here last year. I'm sure that China will be more popular also in Western films, in Western world. And it's only about, if a film is good, if the story is good, and if it touches the audience, it will go globally everywhere.
As American filmmaker Joshua Linder notes, the world now watches China not just for markets, but for the bold visions redefining 21st century storytelling.
I think there's a lot of interest in Chinese films in general because a lot of people recognize that Chinese films have a lot of serious artists. So when you look at the major film festivals around the world, like Toronto, Cannes, and Tribeca, all these other major film festivals, Venice, they look for Chinese films. They look for these major Chinese directors. So I think a lot of people see a large impact upon them. And then for more commercial things like maybe like Neja, Neja 2, and Wandering Earth, there's a following around the world for those specific niches, such as animation and science fiction. So they definitely fall into those categories where maybe they don't think of them so much as Chinese. They just think of it, oh, look, China has these films, we haven't gotten a chance to see them. They've got big budgets, they've got a lot of talent put into them, so there's definitely a market for them. A lot of people are looking for new avenues, and they're interested in what China is going to do.
China's remarkable cultural openness has borne fruit, as foreign films increasingly prioritize the Chinese market, actively seeking exchanges and collaborations with Chinese counterparts to share diverse cinematic wonders.
We are twin brothers, and I produced the film, and Ramon, he's the director and the author of the script.
Me personally, I'm the second time now in China. I was last year in September, October, I was in Pingyao at the film festival. It was my first screening outside of Switzerland, so it was my first international screening I accompanied.
What made China the priority to release the film?
A good aspect that in Pingyao we won the main award, and the main award is that half of the prize would be for the Chinese distributor. So there's also something, a good aspect money-wise, that a Chinese distributor could make that film visible and share it with the Chinese audience.
China is, of course, a very fascinating and interesting market for us filmmakers. We would love to share our films with the Chinese audience.
Because China is so huge, it's so diverse, it has so many different landscapes, so many different, it's so rich of everything, and so it also has many great settings to shoot films.
The Chinese audience is very curious, so they love discovering new forms. They love to discover also films from abroad, like foreign films, and they see it with a very awakened eye. Here in the screenings, connect with people, to talk, to share films, and not to be separated, but to be united. This is also beautiful.
Mr. Jörg Berle, the ambassador from Switzerland to the People's Republic of China.
A vivid example of China's cultural openness in action, Switzerland's role as this year's guest country of honor underscores how foreign filmmakers are flocking to China, viewing it not just as a market, but as an essential partner for fostering creative synergies and global storytelling.
There's even 9. There's 6 that are part of the Swiss Film Week. There's one in the international competition. It's called Frida's Case.
With initiatives like CGTN's Picks, CGTN's first ever film recommendation list, spotlighting works such as Switzerland's Frida's Case, China not only amplifies international voices, but also solidifies its status as a bridge connecting global cinema to a vast, engaged audience.
Switzerland, quite diverse country, and the films also are pretty diverse, so it's definitely worth discovering them.
As Chinese films increasingly captivate global audiences and collaborate with international partners, the festival stands as a vibrant symbol of how cinema, rooted in China's creative energy, is becoming a universal language, driving cross-cultural understanding and shaping the future of world cinema. From thought-provoking films to meaningful cross-cultural dialogues, this year's film festival bridges the nations through the power of storytelling. Caroline Wu, CGTN, Beijing.